I am your host, James Wolf. Welcome to AWM Studios Podcast Gaming right here on YouTube. Now, let's talk about my reaction to tonight's final night of WrestleMania for this year. You had Obafemi taking on Brock Lesnar to open up the show. Now, like I said earlier in the day when I was doing the pre-show prediction live stream, I said that I would like Obafemi to win. Now, did I expect this match to be so short? 3.5, 4 minutes? Maybe 4.5 minutes? No. I was expecting maybe a minimum of 6 to 7 minutes. Short, but a little bit more. And I do have to say one thing. Congratulations to Brock Lesnar. Thank you, Brock Lesnar, for all these years and every match that you've been in, giving yourself to the company and to us, the fans. Thank you. Seriously. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being condescending. I'm being genuine. Thank you, Brock. Did you need Undertaker's victory at WrestleMania 30 12 years ago? No. But you still gave us one hell of a show each and every time that you were in the ring. From your debut in 2002 through now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Brock Lesnar. But in the end, Obafemi retired you. Now, I heard rumors that he was supposed to retire at SummerSlam. I don't know how true that rumor is. Apparently it's not true at all because he officially retired tonight at WrestleMania. But yeah. Obafemi won that. Then we went into, I believe, the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, and Penta retained in the ladder match. Now, what would I rate that ladder match, that 6-person ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship? I guess I would rate it a 3 stars out of 5. If I was Dave Meltzer, I would rate it 3 out of 5 stars, maybe 3.5. Because it was entertaining and there were some cool spots, but at the same time, there were plenty of other cool moments of the night, better moments of the night. So I would give it a 3 to 3.5 star out of 5-star match. Then next, I might be going out of order, but next we had, I believe it was Dominic Mysterio versus the Demon Finn Balor, the return of the Demon gimmick. And this was turned into a street fight during the pre-show earlier on in the day. The general manager of, I believe, SmackDown, or was it Raw? I think it was Raw. Yeah, I think it was Raw. Adam Pearce, he said, you know what, I can't contain you guys. It's now a street fight. So then you had Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor in a street fight. And I would give this 4.5 star. I would never give it a 5 star because it didn't live up to that hype of a 5 star. But it came very, very close. So 4 stars I would give this match. And in the end, Finn Balor won. Now, what does this truly mean for Dominic Mysterio? I don't think it really means much. Outside of the fact that he's not the greatest luchador ever. Next, you had Jade Cargill defend her women's championship against Rhea Bloody Ripley. And this match was an alright match. Wasn't great, wasn't fantastic, wasn't oh my god, but it was at least decent enough. I would give this match 3.5 stars. If I had to choose, 3.5 stars. There were some decent high spot moments where you thought maybe Jade was going to retain. But in the end, Jade didn't retain. And she lost to Rhea Bloody Ripley, the new WWE Women's Champion. All because of Io Sky's help. All right. Now we move on to the main event that just happened. The true main event. I might have missed one match. I apologize if I did. But we're moving on to the main event of the evening. But before we do, I want to talk a minute about John Cena's host as WrestleMania host. John Cena, last night and tonight, fantastic as a host. It's only been, 5.5, 6.5 months since we last saw him in a WWE ring at his final match. And as a host, I would give him solid props. He is entertaining, even though it's only like maybe a 3 to 6 minute segment spot at a time. Even for that short time, he is still top notch as a host. Now we move on to tonight's host. It's still John Cena, but we move on to tonight's host segment. Danhausen finally showed up to WrestleMania, and it was after The Miz interrupted John Cena. And oh my God, it was funny as hell. It was. You had little midget Danhausens joining him at ringside and being a part of the action. Come on, what comedy character can you give? But yeah, it was one hell of a night. Danhausen's spot. I mean, I know it's a joke. It's all part of the gimmick that he always screws up and runs away like Batman in the dark, and then the light goes on and he hasn't run away completely yet, and you're seeing him still. Like, I get that is all staged and that's all part of the choreograph of his shtick, but at the same time, I believe they screwed up. Unless it was planned this way, I don't know. But I think they screwed up because when he told John Cena, "You can't see me," and then the small joke pyro went off, the lights were still on. I think they were supposed to cut the lights and then him leave the ring, lights come back on, and he's scrambling around trying to still leave, like he always does on Raw or SmackDown, where the lights go out and then the lights go on and he's still there running away. I think that's what was supposed to happen, but I don't know. Maybe they were trying something else where they kept the lights on and still showed him running away. I don't know. But that was the Danhausen segment for tonight. Now let's move on to the main event finally. CM Punk defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Oh man, what a match this was. 33.5 minutes, almost 34 minutes of pure action. And I'm talking bell to bell, not the way WWE does it, where it's entrance, bell, celebration, back to the curtain. No. I'm talking just from bell to bell, 33.5 minutes of one hell of a match. There was one point where I thought that CM Punk was going to win and retain the championship. But then, after a while, I kind of caught on that they were trying to throw Roman Reigns into the mix as being the new champion. And that point came when CM Punk put on the Ula Fala that he took from the fan in the audience. When Punk mocked Roman Reigns by putting on a fake Ula Fala, and he was mocking him, that's when I kind of got clued in and was like, yeah, they're probably going to put Roman Reigns as the new champion. And what do you know? Roman Reigns wins and leaves Las Vegas as the new World Heavyweight Champion. Now, I did say earlier in my pre-show prediction live stream that Roman Reigns was going to retire or leave WWE if he lost. I stand corrected. That was a blunder on my part, and I apologize for that. I was reading it off of Wikipedia, and earlier in the day, whoever runs the WrestleMania 42 Wikipedia page must have typoed and wrote something that was false. And I was just reading off of that, and I apologize, but I'm only human. I'm only human. So, with that being said, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns is your new world champion. And what better way of becoming the new world champion than the way he did it? Congratulations to both CM Punk and Roman Reigns, the new world champion. What more can I say? What would I rate this? 5 stars. Solid 5 stars. Solid 5 stars. If anything, this makes up for the lackluster WrestleMania weekend. At least in my opinion. It makes up for the lackluster. With that being said, which night had the better of the main events? Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton or CM Punk Roman Reigns? I would give it to CM Punk Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, 4.5-star match. 4.5. And the reason why, actually, no, you know what? Let me fix that rating. Let me actually fix that. 3.5-star match for Cody versus Randy on night 1. And the reason being, because Randy really didn't get in any real moves. He was selling either it was a storyline. It's got to be. No, I think it's a real injury. That's probably the reason why they put Cody over and retaining the belt. Is because Randy was legitimately hurt. But that's what I'm saying is because Randy was injured going into the match, he didn't have the wherewithal, or rather the defense, to really give us a solid match that he's known for. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand he's getting up there in age. And like Maven says, guys from his era, guys from his time that are still around, they're feeling it in their muscles. They're feeling it in their bones. They're feeling it in their backs, in their legs, in their arms, everything. They're feeling the pain. It's finally catching up to them. So don't get me wrong. I understand completely why Randy was injured and why he wasn't on the top game that he's normally known for. But still, the match didn't really live up to where it was supposed to. The build-up was better than the match itself. The hype was better than the match itself. So, again, I would give my ultimate appreciation to CM Punk and Roman Reigns being this year's WrestleMania show stealer. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. This is always just going to be a short live stream for tonight. It's always meant to be that. If you like my live streams and you want to see more of them, subscribe and like this live stream so I know you want to see more of these in the future. But again, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you haven't, why haven't you? Come on, show me some love and support. Help me grow this amazing channel. 1 subscriber at a time, 2 subscribers at a time, 5 subscribers at a time, 10 subscribers at a time, whatever you have. Every little bit helps. So please, if you love my content, or if you even like it a little bit, whether it's the gameplays, whether it's the YouTube shorts, or whether it's the live streams, show me the love and support by subscribing to AWM Studios Podcast Gaming. And check out my second channel, JB Wolf Lounge, for more practice pro wrestling promos to come. Thank you again, and talk to you all, hopefully, in the next live stream. I'm James Wolf of AWM Studios Podcast Gaming and JB Wolf Lounge, saying have a great rest of your night, and thank you for joining me for my WrestleMania 42 Ultimate Review. Good night, everyone.